Amazing Grace Sports Network. Happy holiday week. Happy holiday week. I am Erick K. James, and that is
Claymore. I'm the man on the wheels of steel, but I ain't DJing today. So far, my system's down, and we just working it as we can work it. I am in sunny Florida at our Naples studio, and he's in Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Don't be there after dark.
We'll start with a little prayer. We'll jump right in and talk about some of our picks and see what we got going. I hope y'all ain't betting your homes on it. I did pretty good this week, but
he killed it. Listen, okay, let's just get to our prayer.
Lord, we thank you for this time. We thank you for the opportunity, Father, to see another day. We thank you for you continuing to guide and keep us safe from all hurt, harm, or danger. We thank you for even the work that you're doing behind the scenes around the world, Father, trying to work on the hearts and the minds of people to bring some resolutions, Father. We know that we're living in a time of ending times, Father, but we are praying that you will get people into the right space, Father, so that we can have eternal life. We thank you. Honor you in your holy name. Amen.
Amen.
Salute.
Yeah, Mr. James, he kicked, the winner is. Let's just get it out the way. All right, let's just get it out the way. Yes.
Winner is Erick K. James. Oh,
he killed it at 11-3, and I was I had 5 losses, so it's not that bad. 9-5 was not that okay, whatever.
A loss is a loss is a loss.
It's a loss, and I definitely lost. I had some bad picks. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's why you don't bet the house on this.
Don't bet the house. Don't bet the house.
Don't bet the house. All right, let's get to what we had here. What we got?
First game, we got the Cincinnati Bengals went down to Baltimore to play the Baltimore Ravens. And it was a very interesting game. Baltimore did his thing. Joe Burrow had to leave with an injury. Lamar Jackson also had an injury with his ankle, but he maintained and stayed in there. Hopefully it's not something that's going to linger later in the season. But they did the doggone thing. Let's see what the picks were.
All right. I'm going to hit you up. Here you go, buddy. Bam.
Bengals, and we got the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore Ravens and Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals are 5-4. Ravens are 7-3. Ravens cannot lose 2 games in a row. They just cannot. I refuse for the Ravens to lose 2 games in a row.
You refuse?
So I'm refusing. so I'm going with the Ravens this week.
Now I'm going with the Bengals. Okay. I'm thinking the Bengals can't lose 2 in a row.
Woo! And the winner is.
Well, you want to do this again? Here we go. There you go. The winner is.
Told you they weren't gonna lose 2 in a row. Didn't I tell you that?
You did. And fortunately, they pulled it out. They were playing at home, and they didn't lose for the second week at home. So we got to give them credit for that. There might have been a riot in Baltimore. And the next game was, let me see, it was the Steelers. Okay, let me just get all this together. The Steelers, those Steelers.
Those Steelers.
The Steelers were going to Pittsburgh, were going to Cleveland. Now, we made this prediction before we found out Deshaun Watson was out. And we took the rounds anyway. I'm going to tell you both of us did. So let's just get right to it.
The next, listen, guys. The first game is Cincinnati and Baltimore. The next matchup is on Sunday. And that involves Pittsburgh going against Cleveland. Woo! At Cleveland. In Cleveland. Whoa. I'm going with Cleveland.
Yeah, I'm with Cleveland on this one too, man.
Deshaun Watson is back, ladies and gentlemen.
And Deshaun Watson is back out injured, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, but Cleveland won.
They started a rookie. Yeah, they started this rookie guy, and I thought they were going to start PJ Walker again, but no, they started this rookie, and the rookie came in and held it down.
And they won.
What was the score here?
Score was 13-10. Cleveland got 7 points first quarters, 3. And the rest of the way they did field goals. Field goals in the second and fourth quarter. Steelers got 1 touchdown in the third quarter and a field goal at the end, and didn't do much after that.
That's disgusting. I can't believe they put their patrons. Well, Cleveland was lucky because Deshaun Watson was out, so they got to take a win as a win as a win.
Yeah.
But the Steelers, come on, Steelers.
They're still hanging around.
Hoping for the best. And they fired their coach, their offensive coach, because I guess 10 points just ain't enough.
Because he didn't score. He didn't score enough.
Maybe now I understand why Tomlin gave him the boot.
Just under one game? I don't know. All right, next game, we got Chicago Bears going to Detroit to play the Detroit Lions. And Chicago really didn't play too bad in that game.
No, they didn't. But there was a 3-7 team going against a 7-2 team, and here's what happened.
Yeah. Next games are the Chicago Bears going to Detroit to play the Detroit Lions. I'm definitely with Detroit.
You know, there's some that would say that there's an upset somewhere in the air on Lake Michigan. Is that Lake Michigan, Detroit? Yeah, that's Lake Michigan. But I don't smell that upset. It's not going to happen. Detroit's on Lake Erie. So Lake Erie, it's going to happen on Lake Erie. No, it's not going to happen on Lake Erie either.
And it did happen.
Did not happen. Detroit 31, Chicago Bears 26.
26.
But they scored. They worked.
I don't know if that says more about, Chicago or it does about the Lions defense.
Hey, what you gonna do?
Well, we're going to see what's going to happen because the Lions, let's see, they're going to be playing somebody. It's Thanksgiving. The Packers, of course. They're going to be playing the Packers on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah, they'll do fine.
In Packerland. And we'll see what – I might have to go with a Packer upset here.
Oh, no.
Anyway, we're jumping ahead of ourselves here. I don't want you to get scared by my predictions. Just start wondering what the heck am I doing.
Next game.
Let's see what we got for the next
We
game.
got the Chargers and the Packers.
The Chargers. Oh, speaking of which, the Chargers went to play the Packers in Lambeau Field. We'll see who picked this one.
Los Angeles Chargers are traveling to Green Bay, Wisconsin. They're going to be taking on the Packers in Lambeau Field at 1:00 on Fox. Now, Los Angeles is 5-5, and Green Bay is 3-6. Does that hedge the picks? No. I am taking Green Bay at home.
Really?
Yes, I am.
I'm taking the Chargers.
Well, somebody's going to be wrong. And let me see.
Yeah, you got that one. Well, the Packers ain't gonna win 2 in a row, but we ain't gonna get
it. Justin Herbert and the Chargers will break your heart.
Woo, Justin. Come on, Justin.
They will break your heart. Okay? They have all this and all that, and they always come up short, and that was the reason why I picked the Packers, especially at home, for the Chargers to find a way to come up short, and they did. They haven't let me down yet this year in finding a way to come up short.
Our next game is the Los Angeles Raiders and the Miami Dolphins.
You see, it's not the Los Angeles Raiders. That's right. It's the Las Vegas Raiders. And you want to know something? Wait till you hear this. Listen very carefully in the beginning.
Los Angeles Raiders 5-5 against my team, the old man Dolphins, 6-3 at home. Dolphins, man, all day.
I smell the ocean. I don't think the Raiders are going to come in and beat the Dolphins. But you know what? Really, I'm going to tell you,
the Raiders are on an upstick now. They're on an uptick.
I'm going Raiders.
I'm not listening to you ever again. All right, you set me up.
They did an uptick. They just didn't tick up enough.
You know, I mean, what happened? They got beat. It was 20-13. They got beat.
They started out good. They hit the first 10 points in the first quarter. It was all downhill after that, though.
Gosh,
because my man Tuitt couldn't throw. He couldn't throw. Isn't that what you said? He couldn't throw.
That's right.
Couldn't throw. Yeah, all right. But he won. He's 7-3 right now. And he's not out injured.
he still can't throw.
That's all right. You don't have to. Three or four yards every now and again. Maybe a good 10 yards, 15 yards. You ain't got to go all the way down.
They're making a mockery of the NFL with Tua as a quarterback. That's humiliation for any team that lets Tua beat them.
Takes a team to win a game. It's not the individual. It's the team. Teamwork makes the dream work, bro.
Oh, yeah? Okay. Well, yeah, I picked Las Vegas to win. I picked the wrong team.
Okay, they didn't win. Next game.
Next game, we have the Giants traveling to Washington to take on the Commanders. And guess who I picked?
New York Giants traveling to the capital of the United States, Washington, D.C., to take on the Washington Commanders. And I'm taking the Washington Commanders all day long and all day night.
I'm going to take the Giants on that one.
Man, me and you, we're not wasting any time on this one.
And the score was 31-19. Giants win the game. Wow, they didn't even. Man, wasn't even close.
It was closer. It was closer than it looked. Okay.
Oh, let me see.
What happened was there was a pick six at the end of the game that made it 31. It was 24-19, and the Washington Commanders were coming back. They were breathing hot and heavy on the Giants' necks, and the Giants were getting scared.
Come back. I think I can. I want to. I would like to.
They were right there ready to score and go ahead.
Man, I ain't never heard so many excuses from you in a lifetime. What's all that about?
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
A win is a win is a win.
They cheated. It was cheat. The Giants cheated. That's what it was. It was trickeration. There was trickeration going on in here. I just want you to know trickeration.
Well, now the Giants at 3-8 beat the Commandos at 4-7. Into that story.
Man, it's getting hot up in this joint.
You got your favorite team coming up. We got the doggone Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers.
Well, I love me some Carolina Panthers.
All right, we got the Dallas Cowboys going to North Carolina to play the North Carolina Panthers. Cowboys all day.
How did the Cowboys get the easiest schedule all the time?
No, they still mess it up.
And they still mess it up. They get cupcakes, and they still can't get it into their mouth and swallow it down. But I'm taking the Cowboys too.
33-10.
3-3-10. 23 points over hurting Panthers team.
You know, and I can't believe it. They said there was 72,000 in Carolina to watch this game.
Well, they figure they'll still show up, man. What are you gonna do? You got tickets already.
They paid to go watch the Dallas Cowboys kick the crap out of their team. What kind of fans do they have in Carolina anyway? Everything is wrong. Everything was wrong with last week. Speaking of which,
moving on. What we got?
Let's see. We have the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee Titans going to play the Jacksonville Jaguars after Jacksonville got plastered by the 49ers the week before, and the results of this were predictable.
Next game, we have the Tennessee not so big Titans traveling to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars, who just lost to the 49ers. So I'm taking Jacksonville to say, you know what, we've had enough of this. We're going to pull this out. We're going to show people that we're here to play here in Jacksonville, Florida. Jacksonville, Florida is a place that you want to play football in. So I'm taking Jacksonville.
I don't think they're going to lose 2 in a row, especially to the Titans. So I'm taking Jaguars as well.
Easy call.
Jaguar wins 34-14.
That was a close game.
What? Jaguars 7 points first quarter, 6 points second quarter, 14 points third quarter, and 7 points the last quarter. Took Titans all game to score 7 in the third and 7 in the fourth. So I don't know how close that was.
Well, the Titans were trying to reserve their energy. Okay.
For the next
because
game.
they have a tough game coming up.
Okay.
Against somebody.
All right. That against anybody's tough if you keep losing.
Oh, yeah. They're going to play the Carolina Panthers next week, this upcoming week. So they really had to save their strength up.
That'll be a little more even situation. Even Steven.
What the heck is going on? How come Vrabel's not fired yet?
I don't know. He don't know either. He's wishing he was right now. He said in his interview, he said, I feel sorry for the guys.
3-6. Yeah. It's 3-7 now.
Yeah, well, what you gonna do? 3-7. All right, next game we have the Arizona Cardinals and Houston Texans.
Well, I like this game. Here we go.
Next game we have the Arizona Cardinals 2-8 against the Texas. I can't even talk. The Texans. Houston Texans. Lord have mercy. 5-4. Texans are on the up, so I'm gonna definitely go with Texans.
What do you mean? Arizona won last week.
They won.
They beat Atlanta.
Okay, yeah.
You're not convinced.
A win is a win is a win.
Yeah, you're not convinced. You're not changing your pick, huh?
Not at all. Not at all.
I'm going with Houston also.
Well, Houston is quietly inching up. Okay, they beat a lot of good teams.
Houston's a good team. They're quality stocks.
Yeah. So I have to say, hey, listen, everybody, you might be careful. I mean, because Houston is coming to win. They're not coming to lose anymore. This is it.
Yeah.
Go Houston.
Go Houston.
All right. You know what? And after that, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yes, those guys, the Bucks, with Baker Mayfield. Originally from Cleveland, then went to Carolina, then went to Los Angeles, then went to the Buccaneers. Okay, let's see what happened.
Next game, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers traveling to San Francisco. And Tampa Bay beat the pants off of some team last week. Oh, it's the Titans. They beat them like 20-3. But it ain't going to happen when they make it to San Francisco. No, that's not going to happen at all. As a matter of fact, it might be the other way around. It might be 20-3 49ers over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But I'm going to say it's going to be like 30-6 San Francisco. I'm taking San Francisco.
Yeah, I'm going with the 49ers as well on that one. 30-6, huh?
Well, it was 27-14. It was almost 30.
Yeah. Purdy's coming around. He's getting his act together.
Yeah, he had a concussion. He had a concussion.
He's getting his act together. Come on, Purdy.
Yeah, come on, Brock. Come on, baby. Let's go. Show something there because you better get ready because Philadelphia looks like they're going to be a problem.
Yeah, we steamrolling.
All right. What we got next here, Mr. James?
We got the Jets and we got the Bills.
Do we have to cover this game?
New
But
York,
anyway.
New York, New York, New York, New York.
You know, there's another state that has 3 teams also. There's California, there's New York, and there's FLA.
L.A.
FLA, Florida.
Oh, Florida.
They got the Dolphins, they got the Jaguars, and they got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Well, let's go see what happened in New York last week. If this wasn't predictable.
Next game, we have the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. New York, New York, and New York.
New York and New York.
I'm going to say that the Bills got to win this game.
Yeah, I'm saying the Bills got to win this game too. But will they?
Bills got to win this game.
I'm taking the Bills also. We'll see what happens. See if they cough it up again like they did against Denver.
Yeah.
Okay, we have the 6-3 Seattle Seahawks traveling down the coast to Southern California to take on the Los Angeles Rams, who are 3-6. 6-3 against 3-6. I am going with 6-3 Seahawks.
I'm going to stick with the Seahawks as well.
Well, we got those 2 games out the way.
All at once, right?
Yep.
Yeah, them Bills. Allen does well when Allen does well. However, that was one of his well days. He had a wellness check. I checked in with his wife, and she did some things for him, so he played well.
Well, it was kind of a close game.
Close.
Yeah.
32-6.
Yeah. Well, if you had New York Jets and 28 points, you won.
What school did you go to?
I'm just saying. If somebody gave you 28 points, you won.
School of Fine Arithmetics, man.
School of hopeful projections of something. Yeah, you know, Zach Wilson is benched again now.
Well,
so I don't know who they're going to play next week, but I don't think it's going to be a good deal for the Jets because the starting quarterback Aaron Rodgers is out injured. Then the backup quarterback Zach Wilson gets benched. Some guy named Joe Boyle is going to start.
well,
to live and die in New York. It goes from bad to worse in New York.
Hey, they have no speeds, man. It's either good or bad. So
all right.
Seattle Seahawks let us down. We both chose that guy. It was a close game, 1 point, but they still lost to the Rams.
Go figure that.
At the time, had a 3-6 record. Now they got a 4-6, and the Seahawks got a 6-4. So I don't know what's going on out there with my man Rose.
Well, it's Pete Carroll and Geno Smith.
Pete Carroll.
Pete the Poodle Carroll. Man, I'm going to talk about Pete. Pete was in New England for a period of time, and he drafted some really good players.
He was too soft. He was too soft.
Yeah. He drafted some really good players, and those were the players that Bill Belichick had to win with.
Yeah. He was more of a college coach when he came here, though.
Yeah, we called him Pete the Poodle because all he did was cheer.
He was a cheerleader.
He was a cheerleader.
But he picked some pongs and stuff.
But he could really see good players. A lot of the players that the Patriots have for the next couple of years that won in those early championships, they were Pete Carroll picks.
Yeah.
Pete Carroll and Bill Parcells picks. They really picked players. They had some
we have Pete Carroll to thank for those picks.
Yeah, we do. And the last game. What do we have?
It's not the last game. We got 2 more games. Stop rushing, man.
What do you mean?
We got the Minnesota Vikings and we got the Denver Broncos.
You're right. And speaking of the Minnesota Vikings, here you go.
I'm sure.
You got the Minnesota Vikings against Denver Broncos. I'm going definitely with the Vikings on this one.
I can't believe that. I mean, the Denver just traveled across country and slapped the snot out of the Buffalo Bills. You mean to tell me that you're going to pick against such a hot team like the Denver Broncos, who are 4-5?
Absolutely.
And I'm in your same camp. I'm with you, baby. I'm going with Minnesota, who I think has a chance to go all the way to the NFC Championship. I think they're going to surprise a lot of people.
Yeah, they surprised a lot of people, all right. They lost. Surprised me and you.
Man, the Vikings, wild nose trying to invite. They act like they got doggone Alka-Seltzer in their butts or something. I don't know what's going on with them.
Alka-Seltzer in their butts. They got something. I don't know if it's that, but yeah.
They didn't play hard enough, man. What was going on? Like, they didn't score at all in the first quarter. They got 10 points in the second, 7 in the third, and just a field goal at the end. Letting the Broncos score at the end. And Jesus Christmas.
Well, you know, that Russell Wilson guy, man, he's making a comeback.
Russell Wilson, you're doing your thing, Russell. Got to give it credit where credit is due.
And Denver was playing at home.
Yeah.
They had their crowd. We just thought I thought the Vikings were going to overcome. I thought they had reached the status of you know, as a team in the NFL this season to overcome surmountable odds, because this was not surmountable. They were playing Denver. Denver, even though they beat, you know, here's the thing: Denver's won the last 5 games in a row.
Yeah, you're right. Denver might be that team to watch out for in the playoffs.
Gosh, they're the most boringest team, one of the most boringest. The Patriots, Denver, and the Pittsburgh Steelers are the 3 most boringest teams in the NFL.
All right, now in our last game.
Okay, what we got here?
Philadelphia Eagles against the Kansas City Chiefs.
And we both were correct on this one, ladies and gentlemen. Just to let you know, me and Mr. James knocked it out the park on this one.
Last game, we have the Philadelphia Eagles traveling to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs. At 8:20 on Monday night.
Ooh.
Howard Cosell, Frank Gifford, and Dan the Man Meredith. Dandy Dan Meredith. Well, they're not calling it, but we are. So I'm going to take Philadelphia.
I'm on Philadelphia too. Wow.
Oh, jeez.
I just typed it in.
I'm on Philadelphia too. I mean, yeah, I think Philadelphia's going to go in and slap Kansas City around. And we'll see what happens. But we'll see what happens.
Don't bet your life. Don't bet your firstborn. Don't bet your house. Don't bet your car. Don't bet your job on our predictions.
But if you had to bet on that game on our predictions, you would have got a house, a car, another firstborn, and maybe another life. Because we nailed that one. Kansas City lost at home.
At home.
Philadelphia Eagles.
I don't know, Mahomes. What's going on? What's going on?
Need a defense. Need a defense out there, Kansas City.
Well, they didn't do too bad. It was 21-17, 4 points.
Yeah, but Philadelphia's defense is better.
Oh, that defense, yeah. They put the pressure on them, even on Mahomes.
Yeah, they already had a really good defense, and they picked up Jalen Carter, a rookie who's he's a man out there. I mean, the guy's creating havoc. He's taking on two blockers. He's disrupting the run. He's pushing in the pocket on the pass. I have a cousin, and I have this cousin, and he's very iron-willed, sort of like me, but unlike me, I can see when there's a mistake. The Atlanta Falcons chose B. John Robinson when they could have had Jalen Carter. Which one would you have picked?
Carter. Yeah. Well,
they chose B. John Robinson, and he's still sticking with that pick. And I'm like, dude, he's like, well, our defense is good. We're talking about Atlanta. You're in the worst division in the whole league. Yeah, people win your division with one game over 500.
Yeah. Well, that is it.
Yeah, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. So you don't have to hear me moan and groan anymore. And yeah, about whatever. But yeah, the rich got richer. They chose Jalen Carter. I think they had another first-round draft pick in the top 10 too. So the rich got richer, and the idiots in the league got stupider. That includes Atlanta. Well, that's it. That's all we got.
All right.
Let's see if you can hear this. Anything?
No, sir.
Darn.
Till we meet again. You guys have a happy Thanksgiving.
Take care of yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. Be safe in your travels. Remember, and this especially goes for Thanksgiving, be kind, okay? Because Thanksgiving, there's usually a lot of fights around Thanksgiving in families. When the wrong people come to the family party who stole something from somebody the year before. And there's simmering rivalries that are happening. Here's what I'm going to suggest. Pray for the person that you are having a problem with. That's right. That's right. Pray for them. Okay? Because if you go there with any other type of attitude of even, okay, listen, I'm just going to try to ignore them and da-da-da-da-da and da-da-da-da-da, it's probably not going to happen. They're going to say something that's going to piss you off. They're going to do something that's going to make you mad. It's not going to work. So here's my advice. Before you go to the family Thanksgiving dinner, pray for the person that you are having a problem with. Pray that the demons in them are extracted. Pray that they find peace. Pray that they find happiness. Pray that somehow they come back to being the person that you could love. Okay? And if you pray that prayer, more than likely good things will happen.
What if you don't know they're coming?
Just pray anyway. just in case they show up.
All right, that's it, folks. We got the good word from Mr. Clay. Make sure you apply it. Nobody gets locked up on Thanksgiving, I hope.
We hope.
Enjoy your meal. Enjoy family. Hey, and remember to say something that you're thankful for prior to eating your meal. Each and every one of y'all. All right, that's it.
That's it.
Next week.
What kind of music we got going out?
I don't know. A song and a dance?
What you got?
I got nothing.
You gotta have something here.
Nothing, man. Oh man, you got me.
Oh my gosh. We're digging pretty low here. But listen.
Here we go.
Right. Nothing's better than nothing.
Lady, y'all.